Lance by Chance. The untold story of him wrestling as of on Earth. LanceByChance.com.
Fans, welcome back to the 531, where we take your top 5 list on a particular subject, vote it down to a top 3, and then debate that top 3 down to a number 1. And Dave, this week we have top Robin Williams movies.
Yeah, this was the idea of, once again, Mikey and Fred, Mike Cadwell, who suggested this. So we're doing it.
And it's wild because even though this is a comedy episode, some of Robin Williams' movies don't even touch like a comedy area. And it was something that was probably more common for him later in his career, although there were movies kind of like peppered in throughout that were more serious.
Yeah, I even had somebody tell me that, they weren't really that big of a fan of his comedy. They actually enjoyed his serious films. And so that's that list.
I was actually less of a fan of his stand-up comedy. I mean, I more became aware of him during like Mork and Mindy.
Same.
And that's when I first saw him. And then after that, just in different movies that he popped up in. Now, I'm gonna bring you a couple partial lists because friend of the show, former guest, professional wrestler, Bob Cook brought
Best hands in the business. Go ahead.
Best hands. He's got a shirt up now on Pro Wrestling Tees. Go buy that. But his list is Fisher King is number 1.
Fisher King.
That's all he had to say. Greg Capulozzi, Jewett City friend, grew up with him. Good Will Hunting is the best. And worst is Jumanji. And that's all he had to say for that.
You know what? He's a man of few words. Him and the Cooker, all right? They're not going to come at you, and they're not going to bore you with his top 5 nonsense that we like to do. They got their own agenda.
Hey, I mean, sometimes it's like somebody's top movie will stand out or their worst movie. And I mean, we had plenty of other people that brought us a variety of lists. Who's the first one you got up today?
We're going to start off with Mr. 531. Scott from Voluntown. He had asked me if it was all right to include serious films. I said, absolutely. So he came out with Mrs. Doubtfire, Good Morning Vietnam, Insomnia, Dead Poet Society, and Good Will Hunting.
Wow, that is a solid list. Obviously, we're going to see quite a few of those pop up.
Yeah.
I have Albert Bettis first from the Rockin' Randy's Rockin' Wrestling Group. He's got Good Morning Vietnam, Awakenings, Popeye, Aladdin, and Good Will Hunting.
Popeye makes a few lists here and there. I thought it was one of those ones.
Surprised to see Popeye pop up on a couple.
In fact, let's go right to Zach St. John here, who got Good Will Hunting, 1 Hour Photo, and he also adds, I know Flynn will have this on his too. What Dreams May Come, Popeye, and Good Morning Vietnam.
Wow. Now, I have a crazy story about What Dreams May Come. Have you seen the movie?
I don't think I have. I think it's one of those I never got around to seeing when I was younger.
Ooh. I've seen it on acid.
I heard it was pretty wild as it was. So
yeah, me and my buddy decided, to take a couple gel tabs one night and try and watch that movie. And that was by far the worst idea because you're familiar with the idea, right?
Of acid? Yeah.
No, of What Dreams May Come. His wife kills herself.
Yeah.
And then he dies to go try and find her.
Okay. Yeah, no, I forgot. I do remember that now you said it. Again,
I don't know if I need to explain how bad an idea that was, but I remember like when they went into his kid's casket, I was like, oh, we fucked up. And as it turns out, friend of the show, Josh Lucas. Oh, shit. I just called him out. Well, he was there with me.
Also known drug user.
Well, we were hanging out that
Shout
night.
out.
Me, him, and a young lady I was seeing at the time. And pretty soon after that scene, Josh went outside to get some air.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't know how much time had elapsed. And all of a sudden, Nicole had asked me, hey, where did Josh go? I'm like, I don't know. He's not here. I look out the window. I go, oh, no, that's his car right down there. She goes, no, that's my car. So I don't know where he went. He had just taken off. We found him the next day. He was alive and well, showed up at his mom's house.
Oh, okay.
And that is my top memory of that movie. It's a wild movie visually, and I think that's why we did it. We didn't consider the serious themes of the movie and how much that is going to fuck with you when you are.
I'm glad you had these stories. I didn't really have a lot for this one. You know, like I like Robin Williams. I thought he was like a very energetic guy. I loved his interviews, like Mrs. Doubtfire and some stuff, but never got around to seeing a lot of his stuff, you know? So it was just one of those guys, like I always meant to, but he was in that like weird period of my life where I was kind of younger. You know, like I grew up when Robin Williams was kind of hitting off. And
Yeah.
I just never got around to seeing some of this stuff, you know? So, but we'll get to that. I got actually a big fan of Robin Williams, though. What a great segue that was, huh? Jake St. John. He's got Good Will Hunting, What Dreams May Come, Aladdin, The World According to Garp. I'm not that familiar with that one. And Dead Poet Society.
I had a feeling that last one was going to come up on his list. I'm not familiar with The World According to Garp either.
I wonder if that movie helped inspire the young poet, Jake St. John.
Yeah, Live Poet Society is what he'd rather call it.
We live, pal.
Next, I got Kenny Culler from the Rockin' Randy's Rockin' Wrestling Group. He's got Aladdin, Popeye, Patch Adams,
Okay.
and What Dreams May Come.
Fucking Popeye making so many lists. I didn't think that was that great of a movie, but I might stink. This is probably my people's childhood too, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Now with Popeye, I know Shelley Duvall's in it, and me and my buddy one time we had a discussion because he was trying to convince me that Shelley Duvall was attractive at that point.
Yeah, I was right.
And I laughed my ass off. I said, no fucking way. Like, she looked crazy in The Shining.
Yeah.
And seeing her in The Shining, you're like, oh, yeah, she would make a perfect olive oil.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of the big things, right, about The Shining was when they like directed that movie and stuff, they wanted people that looked really average, right?
Well, I mean, you got the perfect one there.
Yeah.
Not to cast aspersions on Shelley Duvall, but
I know. I'm sure she was fine as a motherfucker back in the day. All right, Shelley Duvall. Shout out to Shelley Duvall's fine ass wherever you at, girl.
I mean, he showed me some pictures and I wasn't swayed. I mean, she looked like anybody looks all right younger, but she always like she's just got that very skinny look. Like it was almost perfect for the horror conveyed in The Shining, but I don't want to disparage any women any longer on this show.
Yeah. We're talking about physical looks. That's what they want in 2021, baby. We're doing good stuff here. All right, let me go to Mike Cadwell.
Coming next, I got Jason Shane, otherwise known as Strife Bringing Chaos.
Yeah.
He has Hook, Dead Poet Society, The Survivors, Jumanji, and Toys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, interesting. Jumanji making the list finally, because I know a lot of people that love Jumanji. So
I was about to say I was gonna put it on my list, and then I saw it's on there. So good thing I didn't say that.
Mike Cadwell, who this was his idea.
Brain force behind this list.
Yes, he's got Patch Adams, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, Hook, and The Birdcage.
Wow, that is not the last time we will see the Birdcage pop up here, because I've got Amy Olenson up next.
Oh, Amy. What's up, girl?
She has Hook,
Yep,
The Birdcage, What Dreams May Come, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Good Morning Vietnam.
I wonder if she watched that on acid too somewhere.
Nah, she probably did something a little healthier.
Yeah. Oh, Amy. All right, moving on. We got Randy Osga. I doubt he ever did acid. Mrs. Doubtfire, Goodwill Hunting, Good Morning Vietnam, Jumanji, and Patch Adams. Solid.
Wow. I think we're seeing a common theme popping up through some of these.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to catch you with a left hook right now. I'm going to give you my list next.
Throw my hands up.
I got Jumanji,
Mm-hmm.
What Dreams May Come, Hook, 1 Hour Photo, and then it was kind of a toss-up between Insomnia, but I had to throw Aladdin on there just because in elementary school, I don't know how many times they played this for us, and I mean, I'm not the hugest Robin Williams fan, but that was a time that I found him more tolerable. Now, not that I didn't like him, but it was just like he's got that manic energy.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily my style of comedy. Like, I found him good in movies, but like his stand-up, I'm entertained by, but he's not like my top stand-up.
I'm a little overtired of there. For some reason, I thought you were going to say I found him good in bed. Oh, wow, Joe. Scandalous. I'm going to throw you a right hook and give you my list then. Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
no, he's swinging.
Yeah, I got Mrs. Doubtfire, Goodwill Hunting, Dead Poet Society, Aladdin, and I'll go with Hook as my final one.
Wow, this is going to be hard to narrow it down just to a top three when the time comes. Next up, the list I got is Steve St. Louis. He's got Hook, Death to Smoochie, Goodwill Hunting, Mrs. Doubtfire, and 1 Hour Photo.
Death to Smoochie is another one I haven't checked out. I've heard things about.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it too. I believe it's him and Kevin Kline, if I'm not mistaken. Sounded like an interesting premise, but like I said, not being the hugest Robin Williams guy, not like I gotta check that out.
I believe AJ is actually a big Robin Williams fan. So
did he get us a list?
Nah. I don't even know if I asked him though. I haven't heard from him.
I was gonna say shit. Hopefully he was up Wednesday at this point.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But he actually texted me a minute ago, right when we were going online, right when we were recording this.
He's like, "Oh, what you guys up to?"
Yeah. So I got Mike Flynn. As he said before, he's not really the biggest Robin Williams fan, so he likes more of his non-comedy. He's got Goodwill Hunting, Dead Poet Society. Much like Zach said, he has 1 Hour Photo, Hook, and Patch Adams.
Wow, that is like I said, I think this is going to be quite the solid collection of movies. Coming up next, Chris McKinney. He's got Goodwill Hunting, Birdcage, Death to Smoochie, World According to Garp, and Hook.
I think I might have just burped in the microphone there. You'll be editing that out later.
I didn't hear it that time, but I'll go back and I'll be like, damn, Dave, how'd you sneak it through there?
We got my last list. I got the fabulous, the incomparable, the wonderful, the man of 1,000 holds, Jesse from New Hampshire. He's got Hook, Jumanji, Jack, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Patch Adams.
Nice. Well, I've got two friends up, one family, but Eric Lozier, longtime friend, has Insomnia, Patch Adams, Goodwill Hunting, Hook, and What Dreams May Come.
Okay.
And my last list, family member Stephanie Guazda came through with a list today. Very happy. She has Fisher King, Good Morning Vietnam, Moscow on the Hudson, RV, and Awakenings. And she put Fisher King best of all because he made me laugh, cry, and appreciate life more.
Wow. Well, that's cool. Well, I mean, not to just jump right into it, but
which is amazing because Robin Williams could do 2 out of the 3 of those things near the end.
It's true. Good old Robin Williams. He made us laugh. He made us cry.
R.I.P., brother.
R.I.P., man.
All right, so what were you going to say before I cut you off?
I was just ready to go. I was going to the finish, baby. We're doing another list today. I'm more excited about that one. No offense. All right.
I'm actually pumped for that one as well. Like, I was less enthusiastic about this, but when you look at the scope of Robin
the
Williams,
man's
movie,
talented, nothing but respect, and it's just
and he has such a wide body of work, as we saw with this. There's a lot of comedies, couple serious, and even an animated one in there. Now, kind of, what were the matches that you thought you saw, Pop? Or
the matches? I'll tell you right now.
What were the
that
movies?
fucking-
Sorry, I'm in wrestling mode here.
That fucking what do they call it? Concession stand brawl he had with Chris Rock back in the day. Woo! Beautiful.
I know. I feel like if AJ was here, he'd say that match with the rope was the one that he was sad at.
He
He
totally
lost.
do that. I was gonna say, I think he might be a big fan though. He probably would have added something to this, but whatever, man.
He wouldn't have made it a suicide joke, made it a Von Erich thing there.
Probably doing the Von Erich thing. Yeah. I'll tell you right now. Good Will Hunting, I feel like came up a lot on this list.
Good Will Hunting. We'll make that first on the list. Arguably maybe his biggest movie. It's hard to say what his biggest movie is because he had so many heavy hitters. Was this the first maybe serious movie he did? Or where?
I mean, he did Dead Poets Society was before this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Interesting though is this movie kind of helped put Matt Damon and Ben Affleck on the map, I believe, though.
Yeah, and I mean, we see it a lot in wrestling, but I think it applied here where it was almost like Robin Williams gave them the rub, maybe by like making that movie so big to kind of jumpstart their careers.
Yeah, I think Affleck or one of them, maybe both of them, helped like write this film. But no, obviously being on stage, being on the screen and sharing that presence with Robin Williams, you're not going to do anything but look better, and it is the rub, as they say in the wrestling business. I'm gonna throw out.
I got Hook on a lot of lists.
This Hook's got to be in there then. All right.
Yeah.
What about Dead Poets Society? That was on a few.
Yeah, we'll do Good Will Hunting, Hook, and Dead Poets Society. Now, when you get to a top three like this is probably, I mean, shit, more the ones he's known for.
Right.
I don't even know how to cut one from this. I mean, honestly, the only one I've watched out of these three is Hook.
Okay. Well,
we'll maybe defer to you more for this. And
that's the one I didn't watch. So
I'll splash in some color commentary here.
Hook, you're getting boot.
Hook, it was an interesting modern take on the Peter Pan story.
I know about it, right? Yeah.
Well, I'm letting the fans know.
Yeah, let the fans, let the people. This is for you.
We got some dumb motherfuckers that listen to this show, so we got to inform them about.
I don't think most people knew like what Hook was.
No, it was on a lot.
That's a horror movie, right? He fucking started slicing people in New York or something.
Yeah, dude had a hook for a hand. He was attacking kids in their dreams. Some
real asshole. Yeah, he's going with that. I'm gonna get this down to Dead Poets Society and Good Will Hunting. I think, you know what? Some of his more serious films, I think that's kind of, when it comes to movies, other than Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire was hugely popular for him too.
And that was a mix of like a comedy, but it had some serious.
I did, right. He was trying to get his kids back. He didn't want to lose his kids. But I think overall for me, I don't know. I think Good Will Hunting is such an excellent movie. And since it's only me and you here, and I've seen it, so I think that's going to win today. Suck it.
Fans, you know what the music means. We picked a winner. And we didn't have enough to really argue this out. Jake, tell Dave why he's wrong in the comments. If you had a different favorite Robin Williams movie, hit us up in the comments. Let us know why we were wrong. And thank you for watching again this week. And we will talk to you again later.
Good night, everybody.